O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. $14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. On 1st down, Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go now.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Finds his receiver, Watson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Malik Willis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run. It's Williams. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Walker to start the drive. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Malik Willis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Crockett. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Crockett rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on first down. Crockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. First and 10, it's Willis. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw on 2nd down. Crockett buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Eagles. Trey McBride, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Willis to throw.
Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Here's Willis.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back. 60 Bobcat. Cut 19. Warrior 17. Go.
Throwing, Willis.
And this is going to be intercepted.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
18, right here. Buffalo 18.
Willis with a first throw in overtime.
And Walker has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Grab 50.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis.
And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Dixie Maverick, 79 Broncos, 19 Riot, Mustang 19.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here we go, check.
Looking to throw on second down. Crockett toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And some room to run now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home